What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. RDG Ricky here. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification tone, guys. I appreciate the ones that keep coming back, listening to my stuff, and let's kick it away. So, hockey is something that I've been wanting to talk about. I just really haven't. I haven't really gotten into hockey as much as I do. Like, I get involved with MLB, the NFL, the MMA and the boxing. That's just a lot of the stuff that I grew up in, and that's just a lot of the stuff I like to talk about. I have that's my strength in my background is those sports. But you know what? Hockey is something that's drawn me closer as I get to understand the game more, and I start to get into it a little more. So as you can see, I'm a Buffalo Sabres fan. Now, it can be gruesome at times and very, unpleasant to be a Sabres fan, even just a Buffalo sports fan in general. Up until this past season, I know there was optimism before the 2019 NFL season as a Buffalo football fan. You have the promising Josh Allen. You had all of the offseason moves and the acquisitions that were made to propel the team to have the season they had. So there was optimism there. Now, that's a little bit of a different story when it comes to the Buffalo Sabres. So, as we all know, and fans know, and the people that watch hockey know, it has been, to say the least, a very big roller coaster ride so far this year. And as we're dwindling down towards the end of the season, we can actually see where there's a glimmer of hope for this team. I can actually say this, for right now, it seems like they have the right head coach in place. Ralph Krueger seems to know what he's doing. He does. He seems like he's got the team playing hard. They're playing inspired. And right now, they're in the middle of a push that could potentially lead them to a playoff berth. And let me tell you how. So, as far as last week, there were double-digit games or double-digit points behind the standings. So, as of recently, they've been very hot. And they seem to be winning the games for the most part that they should win. The Ottawa Senators, for whatever reason, just have their number. If they could only have gotten that game last week, that would have been great. Now, the Penguins, the demolishing that the Buffalo Sabres did out of the Penguins, that was awesome, especially after the Penguins dismantled the Leafs the way they did. And for Buffalo to go into Pittsburgh and just absolutely hand them an ass whooping, it was great to say the least. I mean, who did not enjoy seeing that? And who isn't enjoying seeing this Toronto Maple Leafs collapse? I mean, because it seems like that's where it's headed. So the Buffalo Sabres, they're putting themselves in a good spot. So now after this last game they had here on a Sunday, they went ahead and they got the W, very close win versus the Winnipeg Jets. So, and that's what went ahead and propelled them to where they're at this moment. So they will be playing the Colorado Avalanche. And the Colorado Avalanche they're not a joke of a team. They are to be taken seriously. They have played very well this year. So, moving forward here, a little bit of the background. I believe from here on out, Jason Botcho, this is your time to redeem yourself for pretty much grossly mismanaging this roster. This is your time to turn the tables and just help this roster out and maybe propel them forward to a playoff berth. Ristolainen, listen, this guy has been in question on the roster for a couple years now. The guy is solid. He does a good job for you on the blue line. But I think it's time. If somebody wants to take him off our hands, it's time to trade him into some offense. It is time. The Buffalo Sabres, they do suffer from offense. They just do. Not only that, but they suffer from terrible goaltending. And it just sucks that Carter Hutton got injured in a time in which the problem is with the Sabres this year, they went in with pretty much the same roster other than signing Jeff Skinner and a couple other moves. The problem with that is their weakest part. So with the whole goaltending situation, Carter Hunt got hurt at the time. Olsen got hurt for a little while there, and it just seemed to right after Christmas time, New Year, it seemed that things were just starting to implode a little bit, and nothing was going their way. Now I feel like they got a good momentum. They got what they need going, and I think the future looks good. I think the future as they stand right now, no matter what the outcome is of this season, the future looks good. But in the meantime, Jason Botterill, do this team a favor, get them some help, do what you got to do. And especially if they come through and they get that W on Wednesday, people are really going to be talking and we're really going to be hoping for it. So, guys, thanks for listening. Peace out.